Step back, murderer! What dark arts trickery is this? What have you done to Prince Subin?
Mother...
Go! Flee, my son!
I feel so strange. Mother...
They cannot hurt you any longer. I'm here. Get up. Don't just lie there. Escort Prince Subin. Help him, you fools. Nothing you do will change your fate. I see you have yet to learn your place, Hung Moon hero. I will finish this later, I promise you that. Your crimes will not go unpunished.
The Dowager! What is happening? By the gods! Tehu fought with dark arts, with dark chi! She is a fiend! I never thought it would come to this! Corruption, a hunger for power, that was the worst I suspected in the Dowager. This will cast the Stratus Empire into utter chaos! I swear I will hunt that witch down, to the depths of the Dark Realm if need be. She endangers everything I hold dear. We must follow after them. She has Prince Subin in her thrall. I know he is innocent in all of this. She will pay for this! This secret passageway once served as a way to hide or transport the royal family in case of emergency. It connects the inner keep to the rest of the palace. As the Dowager gained power, she eventually sealed off the passageway, cutting off the inner keep. And now the Ebon Drake use it freely. Tehu's scheming runs deep. She's created a way to isolate and then infiltrate the very heart of the palace. This cannot stand. We must find them. Let's split up to cover more ground. Head straight. I'll head left. There you are. I found only empty rooms and cobwebs. Did you have better luck? This is a disaster. Now that Dowager Tehu is exposed, she has no reason to delay whatever it is she has planned. From what I know of the Divine Mandate ceremony, only the blood of one with divine lineage can power the ritual. The Wandi compass has shown that person to be Namsoyu. The Dowager must have thought to influence and corrupt Subin, to groom him for the sacrificial ritual. But now she's had to change plans. I have long suspected that Subin does not possess royal blood. As such, I have maintained a lifelong vigil on the boy, to protect him from the Dowager. But enough of the past. Follow me. I know someone who can help us. Lieutenant General Jasoc. He is my most trusted and loyal ally on the Senior Military Council. He will side with us. Come on. We're close. We're near Lieutenant General Jasok's quarters. Surely he will help us. Quickly now.
General Handu, sir.
At ease. Where is the Lieutenant General?
In his office, sir.
Open the door. We have urgent business.
Yes, sir.
We might just have a chance. The Lieutenant General would fight and die for the Stratus Empire. If we are able to convince him the Empire is under siege, he will make for a powerful ally. He has accepted the Dowager as Empress without reservation for the good of the Empire. This news will surely shake him. But the truth has been kept from all of us for too long. We must prepare for nothing less than an all-out assault on the Inner Keep and on the Ebendrake. We cannot shirk our solemn duty to preserve the Empire. Let's head in. Proceed, Chief General.
Chief General, are we under attack? You look rough.
Jasok, we are in dire straits. I don't quite know where to begin.
And who's this? You? What happened? What happened with you and Chief General Handu? What? Are you all on Wraithbloom? That's impossible! Enough! Hold your tongue while I straighten this out.
Lieutenant General, this warrior speaks the truth, as strange as it may seem. The Dowager means to sacrifice the Stratus heir in a divine mandate ceremony.
How could this happen?
Here, look at this. The true Stratus heir is not Subin. It's someone else
Where
in
is
the
this
palace.
Stratus heir?
A woman.
You let her out of your sight? We need to protect her.
This warrior has helped to safeguard the heir.
General!
What is it, soldier?
So this is where you're hiding!
More Ebendrake scum!
Traitors must be silenced.
We're loyal to the Empire, not the Ebendrake.
The Empire is the Ebendrake! The Ebendrake the Empire! And all traitors will be purged!
What have you started, Handu?
A war that we must win!
General Handu, please forgive me. Sir, we're surrounded. The Ebendrake, they've lost their minds. They're staging an uprising. They're everywhere. My company was wiped out in minutes. The Ebendrake, they were so fast. It was like fighting smoke. And sir, one of them put a knife to my neck. I led him here, and now we're surrounded. And it's all my fault. I know I don't deserve to serve, but please, let me live the night. I know the tunnels. I can help us escape.
I'll kill them all!
General, please, calm yourself. We should seek safety.
Handu, stop! It's too late now.
It's never
Warrior,
too late!
let's go.
Drake will shake this realm to its foundations! The betrayers have gathered.
Surrender, now!
Surrender? To you? Ha! Come, all of you! Kill them all!
Kill the leader! We can use him!
This can't be!
Time for a little chat.
You've sealed your doom, assassin!
Do what you want with me. You can't stop her. You have no idea what's to come. Empress Tehu, you wretch! Your tongue is unworthy to speak her name. I will never betray the Ebon Drake. My reward awaits.
Make peace with your false god, heathen!
Fate has carved its path for me. But I control my destiny. I die by my own hand, not yours!
What a mess. This is a nightmare. I knew the Empress dabbled with the Ebon Drake, but I didn't know she believed this nonsense. I thought it was for show. And now she's sending her assassins to us? Her own generals? All that, and you're telling me she's throwing a divine mandate? If Chief General Handu trusts you, then I will too. My soldiers and I will meet you at the Lightborn altar. Looks like we have a battle on our hands. Warrior, you need to find and escort the Stratus Heir. Protect her, and we'll do all we can to keep this mandate from happening. Private Usong, get over here!
Yes, sir.
Get this warrior to Handu's estate, quietly.
Of course, sir. The quickest and quietest way to Handu's house would be through the Sovereign's estate. That place has tunnels that span the entire palace, if you're not afraid to get dirty. To get to the estate, you should take the emergency Dragon Pulse. It's the fastest way across the palace. You'll find the pulse on top of the observatory. I recommend you wall dash instead of taking the stairs. Please be careful, warrior. The Imperator commands a powerful guard. Your only hope to survive is to stay in the shadows. Good luck, warrior.
Fiancé! Over here! You're looking for Captain Gina and Princess Namsoyu. They're not here. The Ebon Drake must have followed the trail of guards we left in our wake. Their agents are going house to house. Captain Gina escorted the princess to our hidden chamber. She asked me to monitor Handu's estate in case you or the Dowager showed up. We're still trying to track down the Dowager and capture her. I heard she almost killed General Handu. But now she and her son have disappeared. It's as if the Ebon Drake built hidden corridors that bypass our own. It doesn't matter. We'll track them down. I am a bit concerned, though. I was gonna check in on the Princess and Empress Yunma Fei, but the Ebon Drake locked the waterway grate. I don't know. Hopefully they were just closing off all routes of escape. Either way, we need to open that grate. We can't let the princess get trapped. If you take out the Ebon Drake in the next courtyard, one of them should have the key. I need good luck. Good luck.
You must be the escapees. We meet again. We meet again. Surely you cannot be surprised to see me. Our fates are intertwined. I bring order, you sow the seeds of chaos. We now have the chance to finally unite as one. The Divine Mandate ceremony will usher in a new age for us both. I tried to teach you many years ago to channel your emotions, but you never could. And now those same emotions betray you. If you want your precious pupils safe, you'll do as I say. Otherwise, I cannot guarantee their safety. Yura is difficult to control. Don't be stupid.
Master, no! Don't
Quiet,
listen
whelp.
to him! No! Did
Control your children. Speaking of your children, I only count 3. My sincere condolences on your loss. Come with me to the Lightborn altar and no one else has to die. Though I know you thrive on violence. What's your decision? You become wiser with age. Once the Divine Mandate has been carried out, your pupils will be returned to you, set free into a whole new world.
Lord Mushin waits for you. Do precisely as he says, or your children will be returned to you in bags. Small ones. I will send you to the Lightborn altar. That is, unless you hesitate. It be...
Bear witness. I, mushin, will perform the Divine Mandate with the blood of the royal heir. I alone will become the Stratus Emperor!
Could that be the real Mushin? The Divine Fist? How could he proclaim himself the Stratus Emperor? I have been proven a fool much too often. How simple it'd be to believe the Dowager did not have a greater evil manipulating her from the shadows. Though we may die trying, we must try to cut the head off the snake. We cannot let Mushin conduct the Divine Mandate ceremony. Lieutenant General Jasoc and I will keep watch. When the ceremony commences, they will be most vulnerable. All of our soldiers will charge the altar on my command. While we serve as a distraction, rescue Namsoyu from the altar and save your young pupils. Join us after moving them to a safe place. This cannot mark the end of the Stratus Empire as we know it. We must not fail.
I'll go with you.
Fiancé, let's finish this.
Your fate is intertwined with Mushin's. He has worked hard to lure you here, to force you to participate in this ghastly ritual. I believe he seeks to control you, or break you. You must stay adamant. Do not give in to his deceptions. Yora's barrier will stand until you defeat her. I believe I can open it for a moment. That will be your chance to enter and stop the Divine Mandate. The new Masters and I will ward off these demons for as long as we can. But for now, you are on your own. This way! Warrior,
This
come
way.
here! This way! Please, step back. Get ready. Go. This is your chance.
All has been foretold. You believe me to be evil. How little you truly know. Jin Se-yun before me attempted to open a gate to the Dark Realm. I shall do the opposite. The Divine Realm and all its wisdom shall reign upon me. I am the Lightbringer. With the Divine's power, I will march upon the Dark Realm. Soon, all the realms will be under my sway. Aid me. Wield the Twilight's Edge. Ring in a new era. Your ignorance astounds me, and your stubbornness will cost you dearly.
No matter what he says. Master! Master!
actions have consequences, John. How many more innocents have to die? Come, shed the blood of the Stratus heir. Fulfill your destiny.
Master. You just don't learn. It's not like you can do anything now. You're too late, as usual. None of it matters anymore. You lost. I'll reunite you with your students soon enough.
I am ashamed. This is my fault. I spoke out against the Dowager like a petulant child. But I did not act. I was too afraid. My only consolation lies in the fact that together, perhaps we averted complete catastrophe, but I'm not sure. You've lost students, young people who depended on you. I know that pain. Do not let despair consume you. Prince Subin never was the heir. We must honor the old ways and install Princess Namsoyu to the throne. I will aid that process. I will help rebuild. Know that you always have a place here in the palace. And know that I am sorry for what has happened here.
Old friend, may we talk? Warrior, I know you tried. You loved them, and they loved you. Don't forget that. Words are incapable of honoring your loss, of healing your heart. I wish I had a way to make it better, Warrior. You too should join me in Zyway, if only for a while. No one would blame you if returning home sounds hard right now. Of course. But I want to tell you something. You ventured through the impossible for these children. You risked your life countless times. And why? Because you had hope. You loved them. I know you may think that you can never forgive yourself, but please remember that we all love you. When you step out of the shadows, we will still be here. Let's go, Junghado.
I'm sorry I couldn't be here sooner. My agents and I were trying to track down the Dowager. We assumed she was the greatest threat had I known your students were in danger. Maybe there's nothing we could have done. Even so, I'm sorry. All of us who have served the Stratus Empire are to blame for not stopping its evil sooner. May you and your students find peace.
This was not supposed to happen. I was not prepared for this. Warrior, I am sorry. I should have come earlier. I should have seen this coming. This isn't about me. You've suffered a tremendous loss, and so has this little girl. And your pupils. I am so sorry. You still have a chance to say farewell. Please, let me open a Dragon Pulse. You two deserve peace and space. Please, use the Dragon Pulse.
Master? Master? I was dreaming. We were all back together after training. Bunyang was playing a prank on Jinbin again, and Puna was laughing. Why did it end up like this? I miss them. I miss my brothers and sister.
The request is complete.
I hate this. We were all happy together, but all these terrible people want to hurt everything. I hate them. I know. It's like the Hongmoon teachings say, right? Anger and hatred lead to pain. But I already hurt so much. Bunyang, Buna, Jinbin, they all died trying to protect us and each other. They're gone, and I never got to say goodbye. We'll pray at the shrine, right? The one you made for the original Hongmoon students and Master Hong?
Do you think they'll take care of our family in the afterlife? I hope they do. We're all part of the Hongmoon School, right? It'd be nice to know my siblings aren't alone. Maybe they can still watch over us. I'll go get changed. You should change clothes too, Master. It's raining. Bunyang's belongings, the ones we got back from the hideout, they're by the shrine. Let's go, Master. Oh no. Everything's gotten wet. I'm sorry. I should have kept everything safe. I'm sorry. I hope nothing got ruined. It's all we have left. Is anything broken? Is anything broken?
Dear Grandpa Cho, it's us, your favorite grandchildren, and Jinbin, because he doesn't want to feel left out.
Are you eating right? You're staying healthy, right, Grandpa? You should come visit us at Heaven's Reach.
Master is taking very good care of everyone. It feels less like we're a school and more like
we're a family. Master, don't cry. The others would be sad to see us crying. It hurts, but they wouldn't want us to stay sad forever. They were always laughing. We should be grateful for the time we had, shouldn't we? Banyang, Buna, Jinbin, are you watching over us? Do you think they could hear our prayers, Master? I hope so. I'm going to train harder. I want to get stronger so our family can rest without worrying about me. And so I can protect you, too. Master, we should get inside before the rain gets any worse. Okay, I'll make us some tea. Jinbin always made us tea after training to help us feel better. Don't be long, Master! It's so quiet now. It looks like our food store spoiled while we were gone from Heaven's Reach. I've gone down to the village to get some supplies. I can do it by myself, I promise. You should rest, Master. I'll be back before you know it.
We meet again. Ah, just who I wanted to see. I was en route to Heaven's Reach when I sensed a powerful dark presence in this backwater hamlet. Yes, warrior. The Spirit Rift is representative of many appearing throughout the Earthen Realm. The new masters will do all we can to close them, but we are outnumbered. I've come to enlist your help. You are one of the few powerful enough to wield my spirit charms. I've brought you plenty. I crafted them myself. They should seal the rifts, at least temporarily. Step aside, warrior, and I will demonstrate. Channel your chi.
Thanks for your help. It looks like the fiends have all been handled, and Chundun's charms have closed the rifts, at least for now. Chundun thinks this intrusion is only one of many. Something tells me he's probably right. We think so, yes, but we're not sure where. All we have to go on is Chundun's premonitions, and the old guess and check method. Not exactly the best ways to make a plan. The rest of the 8 have traveled to population centers across the realm to make sure people are safe. I'll be leaving for Dunwon City shortly. It depends on which part of the city. The Stratus army is strong, but its deployment has always been selective. If there's an invasion, the people of the Gabang district will be forced to fend for themselves. Which is why I need to go there first. Would you mind joining me, Jianse? I could use the help, and I'm not very good at activating these charms. Of course. Well, Chundun will be leaving for Brightstone soon, but maybe your bamboo guard friend can help.
Jianse, what is all this? 1 minute, I'm helping Jin So-yun pick groceries, and then the next minute, demons are running through the village! Then all these warriors run in screaming and shooting lights through the air. They asked me to find you, and are these really the 8 masters? Oh, wow. You sure have made a name for yourself, Jianse. And if that little guy hadn't pulled out a charm to close the rift, I don't know what we would do. So if these new masters are involved, we must be in trouble. Is there any way I can assist? Just her? Sure. She's quite the little helper, you know that? But, make sure that Lin leaves some charms with us. These look pretty handy.
I'll stay here with
let's head inside.
Master. Please be careful.
Ready to go to the Gabang district? Ready to go to the Gabang district?
Then I am off to Brightstone.
The request is complete.
I'm fine. I just wish we knew why these rifts are opening. What could be behind all this? I hate to ask, but would you mind going to Brightstone? I suspect Chundun is in over his head. Never been. I'll make sure the rest of Gunwan City is secure.
My thanks, warrior. Those fleeing villagers must have exacerbated the rift. I can't believe it took 3 charms to seal this. No, whatever is pushing into our realm is persistent. For now, Brightstone is at peace. I wish I could say the same for the realm. We must find the others.
Honorable Jianse, I trust you were able to connect with Kuyang and Chengdu. As soon as your work with the others is finished, please meet me in the Cinderlands. A massive dark rift threatens the Mirage. There are simply too many fiends for one warrior to handle alone. I need your help, Tasia. A bit of Namdo, but a hint of Southern Mantis. Oh, hello, Jianse. Thanks for coming. This woman was here when I arrived. I asked her to go inside, but she just smiled and started fighting. That's Lady Yahara. Right. And who are you then? A ploggle in disguise? Oh, you're serious? I had no idea she was a master of Kung Fu. Her technique is quite beautiful and effective. I can't quite place it. What's that? Oh, right. Yes, we should help.
If
That's
you're
why
all
we're
done
here.
gawking, then perhaps you could help?
What have you been up to?
What a pleasant surprise.
Oh, hey! Look who it is, my old luck charm.
After turning away a few unwelcome guests, it's nice to see someone who's always welcome at the Mirage. I know conjuring demons is in vogue nowadays, but this was something else. These rifts opened on their own accord, as if something is drawing the dark realm near. I'm afraid I don't know. I've only read of such things in the Naryu tomes. The ancient scholars called it the Keshta Takar, a collision of worlds, but naming a problem does little to solve it. But where are my manners? You and your eclectic friend should come inside. I seem to be suddenly short on guests.
Demons will come?
That was an impressive display, warrior. I sense that we have staunched the last spirit rift. For now. Nevertheless, I have foreseen far worse things on the horizon. Mushin shared with you his desire to unify the spirit in earthen realms. These rifts may be mere harbingers of his ultimate intentions. It pains me to admit it, warrior, but we lack the power. As long as Mushin is in the spirit realm with the Twilight's Edge, we are at his mercy.
As perceptive as ever, Chandun. Jianse, I'm glad to see you're well. Know that we're all sorry for your loss, and... your curtness is understandable. I suppose we're rarely the bearers of good news for you. Given how things have developed, I feel it's time you learned more of Mushin. If you intend to face him, you must know him. You must know what corrupted Mushin, and regrettably, where our blame lies. Perhaps this is karma.
Your Highness, we have a report. Our scouts have returned from their rounds. Reports confirm that the barbarous Grimval are keeping Naryu prisoners within their camp. The troops are ready to move out at your command. We will rally to your call immediately. At your command, sir.
Hear me, soldiers of the great Naryu Empire. We have fought the invading Grimval on every front, and now we stand ready to drive them out for good! Their evil will not be tolerated in our great empire! We will crush their ranks, save our captured brethren! To battle, soldiers! To victory!
It's a Naryu raid! Sir, we'll help thin the ranks with our automatons.
Mushin I've heard of. powerful!
Mushin!
Hail victory! Hail Mushin!
Oh, look over here! I knew he could do it!
Hoorah!
Oh, look over here! Our hero! I love you, Mushin!
The punishment for treason is death. By royal proclamation, the so-called hero Mushin will stand down. We have discovered his scheme to overthrow our emperor. He seeks the crown. Our great empire will not suffer such a villain. Mushin is our enemy. This is treason. Carry out the execution this instant.
Accept your punishment. To think we believed you a hero.
Stop this at once! The heavens command it! You seem to have fallen into quite a bit of trouble, Mushin. We 3 sages have been sent by the Divine Realm. This world is being attacked by forces from the Dark Realm. You will join the ranks of the 3, or rather, 4, Guardians to drive them back. This is a matter far beyond political machinations. You, Mushin, are a true hero. Whatever lies your government sows about you, the heavens know the truth. This is your divine calling. I had a feeling you'd see it that way, but be warned, this is no minor task. The fate of this world hangs in the balance, and I cannot promise you will survive the battle. As a Guardian, you must leave behind all earthly attachments. Though, seeing as how your people have already turned their backs on you, yet you may still accomplish great things, Mushin.
You cannot do that right now.
The time has come. Thank you, Mushin, for what you've done and for what you now must do. It is unfair to demand that a Forsaken son give up even more. I weep for what will become of you. A hero like you deserves a kinder fate. I shall remember you kindly, Mushin. And be it in this realm or another, I pray we will meet again. Please, go on. I can handle myself here. Mushin, the realm won't forget this!
stronger!
The dark chi here. It's overwhelming. I sense the gathering dark chi. It has stopped flowing out freely and is consolidating in one place. So I fear. Mushin, do you truly intend to go through with this? Perhaps. But I should be the one to do it. I've lived my life. You are still young, yet you have done so much for this world already. You won't be dissuaded, will you? Very well. We must hurry. But know how grateful we are to you. There is little time! How?
I've got a bad feeling about this. Well, about time you got here, ready to doom yourself for the greater good. Like you'd listen? You're a stubborn fool, still trying to be the hero, even after all you've lost. And you think you don't matter? Why are the young so eager to throw their lives away, coming up with a plan like this? Well, I'm not going to let you sacrifice yourself that easily. Taking a portion of your power will leave a hollow where the Dark Lord will be anchored, but it may also be a tether for your soul to this realm. Hopefully it will be a light in the dark to lead you back to us someday. The sages will know how to keep it safe. Taking your chi will have weakened you. There's not much time. Get moving, brat, and thank you.
I know it's mad, but there's no other way. I'll seal the gate from the inside.
My name is Yura.
The Guardians must cut all ties to the world. But how could I, Yura? Why now, of all times? Am I doing this for the realm? Or is it for...
Who would have thought that things could end up this way? To his merit, Mushin truly was a hero at that time. You two have more in common than I'd like to admit. All the same, this is what brought Mushin to the present day. Everyone knows he sacrificed himself to seal away the Dark Lord. Any of the other 3 Guardians would have done the same in a heartbeat. Even Ixanan, despite his posturing. We knew that to be fact and could not let it happen. They all meant too much to this world. Too much to us. And to the heavens. We could not just stand by and let any of them vanish into the Dark Realm. Yes, Mushin's own peers branded him a traitor, and we saw an opportunity. It was wrong of us, and the realm has paid for our arrogance. We've taken steps to atone, but the damage has already been done. Now Mushin, driven by his dark motives, has finally made it to the Divine Realm. A fair criticism, I admit. I know you have little reason to trust us, but know that I could have kept it all a secret. You must ascend to the Divine Realm and drag Mushin back out before he can cause further destruction. Nor will we need to. The Divine Mandate was originally performed to recognize a mortal as the rightful Emperor. But it is not the only way to open the Divine Gates. Divine beings like ourselves or the Ascended Guardians can move between the realms in limited measures, but we cannot take others with us. But if you were to use a divine relic attuned to that realm, it would be able to guide you there. With your power, surely you could breach the gap. Perhaps. But Twilight's Edge is only one of many such relics. Most have been lost to history. Yet some still linger to this day. We have been looking high and low for any traces of these remaining sacred relics. Our best bet would be the Empyrean Citadel, where a past divine mandate was held. That would be the hard part. I'm afraid there is so much dark chi in that distant region that we cannot pierce it. But you may be able to find a way there. We
Are
leave
those
this
men
matter
who
in
I
your
think
hands.
they are? I mean, there's 3 of them, and they're all very sage-like, but I thought the 3 sages were just characters in a bedtime story. I see. Now, just so I understand what's going on, these rifts will keep opening unless Mushin is brought back from the Divine Realm? But with the Twilight's Edge gone, the only way to get to Mushin is to find another one of these sacred relics. And there might be one in this Equestrian Citadel, or whatever you call it. I'll check with the others. Maybe Soha has an old contact that can point us in the right direction. In Solok? Is this that tree woman that I've heard so much about? Well, by all means, Jianse, if you think you have a lead, follow it. I'll work with the rest of the new masters to find and close any rifts that remain. Hopefully Chundun's charms will continue to hold. Chundun can be a bit patronizing at times, but he's good at what he does. He's earned his place among us. Anyway, thanks for all your help. I hope you find some answers and maybe even a sacred relic in Solok.
Hold still!
때쯤이면 다시 오려나 비우지도 못한 작은 꿈 밤하늘의 별 허락된 시간이 그대를 지워가네 운명을 거스르려 끝없이 달려보아도 꽃잎의 소리 없이 붉게 물드는 바람에 흩어지네 그댄 그렇게 지고 운명을 거스르려 끝없이 달려보아도 꽃잎은 어지럽게 붉게 물드는 바람에 흩어지네 쓸쓸히 떨어지네 그댄 그